Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. I came home today, logged onto YouTube, hit the subscription tab, wanted to watch a few videos, and a bunch came up that said Unban James Yeager, and I'm thinking, what happened here? Did his channel get banned? I went to his channel page and it was gone. And it seems at this point in time, his channel has been banned. I'm not sure why, I'm not sure what happened, but I do know this, that Google and YouTube have been using more and more tools at their disposal, whether it's demonetizing or assessing strikes for violations of their terms of use. And I actually received a strike a couple years ago. I had to wait 6 months to have that strike removed, but their policy is 3 strikes and you are banned. A lot of that has to do with copyright, which I don't know if I ever have seen that on Yeager's videos, or whatever else is in their loosely written terms of service. They have been assessing strikes more and more lately, I would say within the last 2 or 3 months, and people who had videos that were fine, they were monetized, they were deemed acceptable, that were made 2 years ago, all of a sudden certain people got strikes for that. And you're kind of treading on water here, wondering, you know, what did I do in the past to create these strikes that are being assessed today? I don't know what Yeager did. I watched a couple of these videos and people say this is a violation of freedom of speech, and I have to agree with that, because people love freedom of speech. The very people that will say, yeah, freedom of speech, we have that in America, freedom of speech, until somebody says something they don't like. And then they discredit the person and they cut down what they said. We see it in politics all the time. We see it in everyday life. We love freedom of speech until it violates something that we believe. But it reminds me of when we were at our state capitol for our rally in Michigan. I was standing and talking to a guy from Michigan Liberty Militia, who are, by the way, outstanding people. Don't let the media fool you. They portray this image of militia people wanting to overthrow the government. They're training. Oh, these people have guns. They're very dangerous. These are some of the best patriots you ever want to meet in your life. They provide security for their communities and for families so that they can attend events and enjoy time together in a secure manner. And they are a credit and a service to the areas. And you know, I get a little tired when I hear the media demonize them. It really shouldn't be that way. But he said, you know, I don't know what goes on at the state capitol. I don't follow everything that goes on. He said, but I will stand next to the guy who does. I will support the guy who does. And that's how I feel right now. I don't know what happened with Yeager. I'm not sure if he got so many strikes or what he did or said to cause this, but I will stand next to him and support his freedom of right to say it. And that reminds me of another thing. I talked to another militia guy that day. He was an older guy. He had a cane and he was all cameled up. He could hardly walk. They had to get him a chair for the rally. And he pulls me aside. He said, "Are you going to let Antifa speak?" I said, "Where's Antifa? I don't see anybody at Antifa." He said, "Those 2 guys over there." And so I looked, and it turned out these guys were part of a group called Anonymous. I don't know anything about Anonymous, okay? They had the masks on, the capes, but they were very supportive, and they were there to support our 2A rally. And I said, I don't know if I want to let them speak. He said, you have to understand something. They have freedom of speech too. And lo and behold, they wanted to speak. I let them speak. They got questioned hard. You know, they got questioned very hard. And eventually I had to go up there and kind of pull them off and get somebody else up there before things got out of control. But they had a freedom of speech. And so whether you agree with what Yeager says or not, that's not what this is about. Yeager and I have 2 very different approaches to things, but I do agree with his right to say it. And that's the premise of this video here. I believe Yeager's channel should be unbanned. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure how it all went down, but I do know that Google has been silencing people who they disagree with. And I know it's a fact. I see it in monetization and I see it with strikes, and I think it's wrong. And so if you make videos, feel free to make another one. Title it Unban James Yeager, because chances are he got a raw deal, and I really believe that we'll see more people following after that. And it may just be me. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.